Hello and welcome to this first real video on the second channel. I have been postponing this video for forever because I always wanted to make the studio or the workshop a little bit more perfect. I wanted to add a little bit more coolness to the video and wanted to be perfect. And that just meant that it's almost 2 years since I promised you the first video on this channel. And then I realized that what I like with channels like this is to follow the progress of improving the channel. So I was like, why don't I just start? So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm starting this channel with very little of a plan, or at least not the plan I had planned to plan. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so when you build stuff, you need smaller stuff to build the larger stuff from. And that means that you have a lot of organization to do. And I decided to go with these Stanley things here because you can purchase I can purchase 100 of them now, and in a year I can purchase 100 more of them. So that means if I design my system around this specific brand of box, I will most likely be able to get as many of them as I need. Whereas if I buy like a non-branded, cheaper model, I might end up not being able to buy more of them, which would be sad. And this is nice, except if I need this one. Yeah. So I decided that I wanted to fix that by building some smaller shelves. Sorry about the mess. Did I mention that, by the way? If not, I just did now. So I tried building these shelves and that works, but I don't know if you can see I have 4 different shelves and not 2 of them look alike. So this is laser cut wood, which I glued together and stapled together. I'm probably gonna show some B-roll of me doing that while I talk. The problem is that it's not really working for me, to be honest. Having to build like probably 16 or so, maybe only 8, I don't know yet, and make them look nice. Yeah, I need more computer control to do that. So my solution was to get a bigger 3D printer, which is what this video is about, because I'm 3D printing the largest project I ever made so far. I'm 3D printing furniture. Yeah! So I went out and purchased this Anycubic Cobra 3 Max, which has a print volume of about 50 x 50 x 50 centimeters. It's a little bit less, I don't remember. And all in all, that's a fine printer. But it quickly turned out that printing 3D prints that are up to a kilo or more of filament are gonna be a challenge. Especially if it's a cheap printer, which this was a cheap printer. I think I broke 6 nozzles doing this project, and I wasted about 5 kilos of filament, which with the current price of both made it into a pretty expensive project. So the quality of this printer is really not of a kind where you would run for days in a row. I have been doing this project for 6 weeks. But if it would have just been for the printing time alone, I should have been able to doing it in 20. So a lot of time has been wasted. The reason why I'm having the printer out here on a table is because I just took it down because I finally printed the last of 20 modules of this project. And the only thing left now is that I need to glue them. To be honest, I mean, it takes 26 hours to print just one of these boxes. And you probably already seen the thumbnail of this video. But one of these is a little over 1 kilo of filament, meaning this takes 26 hours to print, and it will have a filament change just like a little bit on that hour before it's done. And if that filament change fails, well, you just wasted a kilo of filament and 25 point something hours. And it's frustrating, really frustrating. So I think, to be honest, if I'm ever have to do something like this again, I would actually rather print on my Bambu Lab printers, or maybe on a Prusa printer, probably on a Prusa printer, and then have smaller parts that can be assembled with screws so that it can also be repaired. Because another problem with this build is that I'm gluing them together, and gluing is hard to repair. I don't think I will ever be able to take these apart again once I glue them together. So this is I'm sick and tired of this project. I just want to be done with it and move on with other projects. But if I ever decide to visit this again, I will probably be adding some screws. But yeah, as you see here, we have a nice shiny bunch of segments that I need to glue together now. I will be experimenting a little bit with this format, and now I film this. On my old channel, I spent a lot of time making even the tiniest videos because I was, I don't want to say I was trying to be perfect, but I was spending way too much time, in my opinion, reshooting things and editing things, and that's the purpose with this video, or with this channel. I want to make some cool products, and I want to inspire you guys to make cool products of your own. I don't think I need picture perfect videos for that. And whenever I forget something like tidying up, maybe I'm gonna cut, but at least I'm not gonna reshoot it just because there was a box there that didn't belong there. I did that before. I might still do that when I make videos for the other channels. But this channel is more like getting things done and inspiring each other. So if I make a mistake, I'm not gonna cut it away, because that's a learning moment both for you and me, and even more so for me, because if I do something wrong and you guys correct me. And yeah, I'm also using less equipment. This is just my phones on a gimbal. I'm not sure about the sound. At least when I'm out here, it's quite roomy. I might eventually add a mic to the setup, but I actually like the simplicity of this setup. So what I've done here is that I mounted a piece of iron down here that I can use to line up these boxes. I'm gonna apply some glue, put on a clamp, give it like 10 minutes or so, and then I'm gonna put another box on and another box on. And at some point, my clamp is not long enough anymore. I don't know what I'm gonna do at that point. I have ideas, but yeah, let's get started with this. I'm using a Loctite something. And I'm using gloves because I don't want to super glue my fingers with blood. Okay. I think that will work. And then the idea is to repeat that. So I'm gonna make an 8 by 2 configuration of this. So if I do them together 4 and 4, then it's only the 2 blocks by 4 I need to find a way to mush together eventually. I think I can do something. Use this iron bar and tie down one side and then maybe put pressure on by changing the configuration of these to push instead of... I'll show you. This one has a malfunction. I don't know if you can see it, but there was actually a line here that printed wrong. But it's only on the outside and it's gonna be hidden away, so I don't care. Okay, so that was my 2 largest planks, so I cannot do any more now. But I think I will take a short break and go to the editing room and see how well this sound is. I'm probably not gonna change the sound today, but if it's horrible, put it in the comments down below and I'll see if I can find something like... I would like a minimalistic setup, so maybe a Bluetooth mic that will connect to the phone without anything being got to the phone. Do any of you guys know a device that can do that? If so, down below in the comments. And I'll go check out this recording and see if it's totally bad. Okay, the sound is bad, I agree. There are some filters in Premiere that I might be able to use. So I'll continue filming like this, and if I don't fix the sound in post, I'm sorry. If I fix the sound and you don't notice it, let me know. Well, if it's okay, let me know. But I probably need, at least for shooting out here, I'll probably need to get some microphones. And I accidentally glued this to the table, it seems. Well, that happens. There we go. So a piece of my table is now permanently stuck to this. It's fine, this is gonna be a background set. That's nice. I discovered I had 2 extra of the large clamps. That's gonna come in handy, I think. So an easy solution to the bad sound is just not to talk that much. But I mean, I'm literally repeating what I just did. How do you want me to narrate that? I don't know. Grab my glue to table again. Probably should stop doing that. Luckily, this is gonna be on the back. Nobody's gonna see that except you guys. Didn't see anything. While that dries, I will prepare the wall here. This will be where the first mini shelf will be going. And I need to take out this, I don't know what you call that in English. In Danish we call it a hylde. Like, this is a hylde. This entire thing is a reol. I have been calling the entire thing a shelf, which I think literally translates to hylde. So this is a shelf. And this is several shelves, I don't know. Sue me. I don't do language. If you want to debate my accent or my language or anything like that, go find a YouTube channel who works with language and not one who works with, in this case, plastic. I don't care. This is a little bit nerve-wracking. I did measure twice even, but this is the culmination of almost 2 months of work. What do you think? I might add some brackets to hold it in place, but I actually think if I fill it with boxes, the weight alone will keep it where it's supposed to be. Doesn't that just look great? Okay, I'm actually pretty happy with this. And I don't think I need to tighten it down. I could probably move it if I tried, but it's pretty sturdy. I'm gonna make the last one off cam because this video is probably already far longer than any of you wanna watch.
Yeah, I just got shopping plates and I killed the last 8, so I do 2 times 8, that's 16 boxes. The last 4 is for another project which I might never aim to do, but for now it's done. It was not fun. I will not do it again. And regarding the sound, I think I will do something a little bit different next time. But because of that, extra much thank you for watching this first video in my new channel. And leave all the comments down below where you will talk about the lousy sound, not the language, the lousy sound, the cool project. If you only have negative things to say, that's in the comments as well. Well, everything is an engagement, I guess. So, I'm signing out for this. I usually do this by seeing you in the dark corners of the interwebs and then throw my head. But I think that should stay with our channel. What if I just do something like maybe call the catchphrase? I don't know. You have an idea for a catchphrase? I could say something like "Stay curious," eller that's Danish. Or I could say something, "Keep building." Or I could say, like and subscribe for more crazy projects just like this. Yeah.